everyone. This is Bernadette. Do you know why I love Paleo Magazine? Paleo Magazine was founded with the purpose of providing readers with the information they need to live strong, vibrant, healthy lives. They are dedicated to partnering with leaders in the paleo community to spread the knowledge of ancestral health principles without the influence of big pharma or big agriculture. Paleo Magazine. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram, or visit them at paleomagonline.com. That's paleomagonline.com.
Give your body some soul with Sun Warrior's new Soul Good protein bars. Sun Warrior is committed to making the best plant-based proteins and superfood supplements from the finest organic ingredients across the globe. Soul Good bars have an amazing profile. They have 17 to 19 grams of clean organic protein, very low sugar, and 16 to 17 grams of fiber. They're available in delicious flavors like Blueberry Blast, Coconut Cashew, Cinnamon Roll, and Salted Caramel. Check them out online at sunwarrior.com. That's sunwarrior.com. And give your adventure some soul.
Did you know, when depressed, sheep hang their heads and avoid company, but if content, they socialize and wag their tails like puppies? Rams lean against stone walls so that other sheep can stand on their backs to reach high grasses. Sheep recognize each other by facial features, and when shown photographs, they can remember at least 50 other sheep and 10 human beings, even if they haven't seen them for 2 years. At Poplar Springs Sanctuary, you'll meet rescued sheep, like Fanny, who is found tied to a mailbox, and Adam, who escaped ritual sacrifice. Visitors' faces echo Anatole France's words, "Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened." This is Ingrid Newkirk with Peter, reminding us that it's easy to be kind, perhaps by choosing faux fleece.
Welcome back to One Life Radio. This is Bernadette with Diamond Gray. I've got the whole crew in here today, and that includes Shawn Wells. He is a certified sports nutritionist and fellow through the very prestigious International Society of Sports Nutrition. He has been dubbed the world's greatest formulator, and he has credentials in the fields of business, clinical work, sports, exercise, and nutrition, making for a unique and highly respected blend of expertise as CEO of Zone Halo Research. He's also a registered dietitian and has his master's of public health in nutritional biochemistry. You can find Shawn Wells at ShawnWells.com or on Instagram at Zone Halo. So good to have you in studio again. Today we're talking about basically diabetes, but more than that, we're talking about Metformin, which I'd never heard of until last week. Metformin and natural alternatives for anti-aging and blood sugar management. Okay, so you want to summarize what metformin is?
Yeah, so metformin is probably
it's
probably the most popular anti-diabetic drug out there as an oral non-insulin intervention, and it's being used not only for diabetes, but it's gained a lot of popularity with the anti-aging circles.
How did I miss that?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And it's metformin. I always want to put extra syllables and stuff. But researchers say that metformin has the lowest adherence rate of any major diabetes drug. However, patients say there are ways to improve that percentage. So
Interesting. Where did you get that from?
I got that from Healthline.
Okay.
Is that true?
I hadn't heard that. I mean,
I pulled it because it showed some of the benefits of it, that it has hardly any side effects and all this stuff. But then it said there's a bunch of gastro issues.
That's kind of the number one side effect is
flatulence.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, really?
It's just gas.
Wish we had some fart noises right now, Diamond.
That was a good one.
God, you pulled that up quick. I didn't expect you to.
No, that was Shawn.
Oh, that was Shawn.
Not real Shawn, but
Did you just really make that noise?
Yes.
Oh, that was so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a good one. It sounded legit.
It
was
legit. Yeah, well, your mouth was behind the mic, so I couldn't see your fart.
I couldn't see your farts.
How quickly we
go sideways.
Go sideways.
Okay, so tell us about the drug Metformin.
Yeah, so it's that's the generic name is Metformin, and like there's actually several branded names for it, but probably the most popular branded name is glucophage, and it's typically used as a treatment, like we said, for type 2 diabetes, not type 1, because it improves insulin sensitivity. Type 1 diabetics need insulin. Typically, type 2 diabetics shouldn't need insulin. We've talked about this, but unfortunately, in our society where we just have so much high glycemic carb, where we have such poor exercise habits, we're seeing type 2 diabetics need insulin, which is ridiculous.
Right.
But that's a whole other discussion.
So what are the while people are out there listening that think, well, what am I doing wrong? What's the pick some of the top things that they're eating that is causing such a rise in diabetes in this country?
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where diabetes is part of this cluster of symptoms that is classified as metabolic syndrome. And that includes obesity, hypertension, which is also known as blood pressure, high blood pressure, and renal dysfunction, and did I say obesity? Obesity, type 2 diabetes, yeah. So all those things, it's kind of typical in this cluster. And like when I worked in a nursing home, for example, and you'd go through like the, their disease states, almost all of them, if they had type 2 diabetes, had all these other things. It was very common. So you typically do see with type 2 diabetes obesity, right? And then you see inflammation scenarios, and you see them actually age faster. And we can get into like why this drug is good for anti-aging. But yeah, the biggest thing is, again, they're getting the Western diet, which we know is
fast food.
Yeah, exactly. Fast food, high glycemic carbohydrate, bliss point foods we've talked about where you overeat them.
Potato chips.
Yeah, it overrides satiety signals, right?
Well,
the crunch, the sweet, the fat, the whatever.
All of it.
It's like your brain is going boom. And people
what a
say,
great noise you just did there.
Yeah. People say
Sound
like
effects by Shawn.
Boom. People say that like sugar isn't addictive, and that's insane to me.
Well, high fructose corn syrup, Dr. Samuel Tuleman was on the show this week. He was talking about ghrelin. About ghrelin.
Yeah,
I always want to say gremlin, but it's ghrelin. And how and the connection to high fructose corn syrup, which is of course in sodas mostly, and a lot of packaged foods, but like the biggest concentration would be like in a soda.
Right.
And how your body just wants more and more and more of it, and absolutely, or not absolutely is not the word I want to use, and how your body almost can't even control itself. Like it's an insatiable want once you get it in your body. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because if you look at one, high fructose corn syrup is a concentrated source of fructose, which is extremely high in this form is extremely high glycemic, right? So the way it affects your blood sugar just spikes. And there's no real, if you were to go back like paleo or, our typical food supply, 100 years, 1,000 years, 100,000 years back, there's no correlation to something like high fructose corn syrup in soda. We didn't have fruit juice even.
Right.
We didn't have all these things. Like,
well, and it wasn't genetically modified, and they try to squish the science, but there are studies out there that have proven the link between obesity and genetically modified food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. They're pro-inflammatory. But going back to like just even fruit, which would contain some fructose, if we were to have fruit, it has fiber in it. It has other things in it, like you have to chew it, like that it may or may not be ripe. So there's various like concentrations of fructose. If you have like a green banana, it's very different than a ripe banana.
Yeah.
So there's never been something like drinking a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And the impact that's having on your blood sugar, and your body is just not adapted to dealing with this kind of thing.
Well, and it fills you up, and it has no fiber, which is a really big problem. People are not getting enough fiber. That is one of the biggest missing pieces in our American diet. We're going to go to break. We're going to talk more about it with Shawn Wells. Stay tuned, everyone. You're listening to One Life Radio.
Sure, but it seems I remember the good times with just a little bit more.
Wellbeing Journal is a remarkable bi-monthly health publication esteemed by intelligent readers worldwide. It's available in print or digital, single issues or subscription. Its focus is on living a happy, healthy life and preventing or healing illnesses naturally. Preventing or healing cancer, arthritis, cardiovascular conditions, and digestive issues, as well as nutritional solutions for optimal health are regular subjects. Learn more at wellbeingjournal.com.
Hi, this is Vaughn Eaglin. As a licensed professional counselor and supervisor, I spend my career helping people cope with emotional problems. But today, I want to talk to you about nutrition. People ask me all the time for nutrition and weight loss advice, and I always find myself recommending a raw vegan protein, a food supplement called Warrior Blend by Sun Warrior. I wasn't always active and fit. In fact, I was very overweight as a child, and as a counselor, I must emphasize the importance of the mind-body connection. A clean body helps with a clean mind. Start today with Sun Warrior Blend Raw Vegan Protein. For more information, go to sunwarrior.com and start living clean today.
Hi, everyone. It's Bernadette. Everyone knows that I'm a strong believer in the numerous health benefits of cannabinoids and CBD oils. As with any supplement, I always do my research and my homework to find the highest quality product on the market. That's why I'm so happy to announce our partnership with the H Hemp Company, founded by a group of the most experienced and respected names in the CBD community. H Hemp offers a line of innovative products that are all natural and tested for quality. Choose from flavorful oils, restorative body balm, and minty breath spray, all at affordable prices. And for every H Hemp product sold, the company makes a donation towards the fight against opioid and anti-anxiety drug addiction, an epidemic affecting millions of families across the nation today. H Hemp products produce a sense of calm, fight post-workout inflammation, and the company gives back to our community. What more could we ask for? Search online for H Hemp Company and use the code OLR for 20% off your first order. That's OLR for 20% off your first order.
Hi, I'm Bob Barker. This is my friend Benny. Before you buy cosmetics, personal care, or household products, you be sure they have not been tested on animals. Everything from floor cleaner to shampoo is poured into animals' eyes and down their throats. They suffer intensely. Some even go blind. The price is never right for products tested on animals. Visit PETA.org for a list of cruelty-free companies.
Did you know a mother rat will dip her paws into cool water and gently smooth the fur around her infants' faces? The babies put their arms around their mother's neck and pay attention while being bathed. Rats and mice fall in love, risk their lives to save their kids, and giggle when tickled. Evan Walker writes of a mouse who died of shock in a trap. His life was a life fully as real to him as ours is to us. This creature, for all the irritation it may have brought as it scampered through closed closets or up some crevice in a wall, was as precious as you or I. He was not a machine that breaks and fails. He felt. His was consciousness, full and real and fragile and precious. This is Ingrid Newkirk with PETA, reminding us that it's easy to be kind, perhaps by not using glue traps.
Oh my God, I love this song. I love it. We're going to have to listen to it for a minute. It'll make me happy. I used to rock my babies to this, dance around the living room with this on. And I'm not a big fan, really, of Hank Williams Jr. I liked his father better. I thought he was just a cooler dude, but I don't know. I mean, I hope he's not listening. I'm sorry, Hank. I don't hate you or anything, but you know, he got a little controversial there for a while.
Yeah, his dad was more like the true country artist, and Junior was more like Kid Rock or something.
Right. Yeah, and I love Kid Rock. Speaking of Kid Rock, but yeah, welcome back to One Life Radio, everyone. This is Bernadette with Diamond Gray. We've got Lexi and Avi in studio, and Marie, and I've got Shawn Wells here. He is a certified sports nutritionist and fellow through the very prestigious International Society of Sports Nutrition. He has been dubbed the world's greatest formulator and has credentials credentials in the fields of business, clinical work, sports, exercise, and nutrition, making for a unique and highly respected blend of expertise as CEO of Zone Halo Research.